there are so many things that have helped me recently and in the past few months. It's like made me sort of realize how important it is to be intentional, to be clear, so that you can sort of see what you need to do and just taking control of that mindset. I had a period where I've just sort of lost that mental strength, and I lost the ability to think intentionally, like to control and direct my thoughts. You're obviously always going to have sort of unconscious or subconscious thoughts that pop up, but if you don't choose to override that narrative, and if you don't choose to sort of plant your own seeds in your own mind of positive thinking, then you're going to end up drifting very far away from who you are and what you're capable of. Like if you're just going into things and like, let's say for me, for example, something that was obviously stopping me a lot was a fear, like fearing that like what I have to say doesn't matter, that just when I feel uncomfortable wanting to talk in public in front of a camera, that means that I shouldn't be doing it. And just all these little narratives that like they come up as excuses. It's just fear. It's like fear of judgment. And you have to take control of that. Like now what I do is when I feel those things, I look at them as an opportunity to practice courage. So, and like that is almost like a little mental game that I get to play with myself. Like at the minute, it's probably not even about making the best content or delivering the best value. In a selfish kind of way, it's about me having that opportunity to practice courage and just still trying to do the thing, even though it's uncomfortable. And like that's kind of where I'm at the minute. And I guess as I grow and develop and build and like I start to become more comfortable with that aspect of the recording and the talking, then my message hopefully will become stronger, will become clearer. But like I think that was another thing that was holding me back, is wanting to be perfect, wanting to deliver like really high value, and like if it wasn't that, it's not worth it. So I guess it is like I want to deliver value, I want to help people, but I've got to do it in my own way with where I'm at right now, rather than, again, another one, comparison, looking at other people, looking at what they're doing and thinking like that has to be where I start. Whereas obviously I'm just not there yet, and I need to focus on my steps from where I'm at right now and how I can actually build myself up. And again, that's just going to come down to practicing the courage, just getting the camera out. So a few things that I'm going to do is I'm just going to start talking to camera every day on stories, talking to camera on the GoPro, which is what I record this on, like doing it out in public, even though it feels uncomfortable, and just like, even when it is uncomfortable, not just pressing stop on the camera and putting the camera away. Like this morning, I was out walking. I stopped talking because there were other people around, but I still kept the camera up and like on myself, which is still a little win. Like for me, that still feels a little bit uncomfortable, especially when it's like 5:30 in the morning. Like it's only like you and one other person. Like it's pretty easy for them to hear what you're saying. So, but yeah. So how do you take control of that intention? So one thing that's been really powerful for me has been, not even read it yet. I'm reading the success principles and how to get from where you want to where you want to be. And it's just like writing down like what you actually want from life and then just doing that sort of every morning, or like at least writing a page a day of just like the things that you want in life, the things you want to achieve, because the clearer that you can become on the life that you actually want and what you actually want for yourself, the easier it is to achieve that. Like if you're not super clear on what you actually want from life, you can't act intentionally, you can't think intentionally, you can't be intentional, you can't be directional, so you're never going to get there. But if you're able to sort of make this picture super, super, super clear in your head, then everything that you do can be done in alignment with that goal. And that is ultimately the thing that helps you achieve your goals, is just taking the actions necessary right now that are consistently over time, like that are going to be required to help you achieve that goal. Like, you're not going to get there overnight, that's fine. What do you need to do right now that's actually going to get you there in however long your timeline is? And then just like believing that it's possible. And I think, and the thing that makes you believe that it's possible is believing in yourself. And when you start to identify your first steps, this is where the belief starts to come into play. Is if you actually take action on those first steps and you start doing the things that you can do now that are actually within your power, and you don't always control the outcome, but you definitely control your actions. Taking action, you start to build trust, confidence, belief in yourself, and then this can be a snowball. But having that goal is so important. So I've achieved things in the past, and I'm very good at achieving things that I can see sort of really clearly. But my sort of like career, my business wasn't really the most clear, and I had quite a lot of and I started to lose like a bit of confidence and belief and trust in myself, like over like the past the past few months. I've obviously like built myself back up again, but before that I was training and doing stuff, but like I just wasn't on it. Like I wasn't where I wanted to be. I wasn't where I know I could be. But like at the same time, like going through that, now I'm in an environment that's like really supportive, like career wise. I'm growing as a person. Like I'm able to sort of serve. I'm in such a good place right now. And maybe that's what was necessary. Like maybe I had to get myself into a position for growth. So like environment massively drives your behavior, your growth, like the people that you surround yourself with. Now I'm surrounded by great people every day, successful people. And now it's like I can start to like go after my own definition of success. And success is just going out and achieving the things that you say you're going to do. So if you achieve your goals, then you are successful, no matter what that looks like. But yeah, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to do my morning page, then I'm going to get a coffee and eat. To be fair, this is probably just going to have been a video on itself because I feel like I've talked for some time.